Push on. That's why you see now you're filming.
Well, it's so dark you couldn't see a thing on this now. Is that how it looked to you? As dark as can be?
I wonder who that was.
You didn't know who I was?
No, I didn't see you. I didn't know.
I might have talked to you about this camera.
It's not working.
Good.
See what's in mine.
She's turning.
This is for everyone.
Oh, okay.
These will be thrown on the table at the next reunion. Have fun.
These are going to be shown at Christmas.
Next big get together.
That's where we come in now. My great grandfather was John. Well, y'all notice we've come in.
Let me get a zoom in on it. Okay. You look lovely in the center of all of it.
Somebody say something. Let's see. Yeah.
Before we often thank, that's the people that I like to introduce that I knew back when I was a teenager. Really back how far that was. I used to go by their home. These girls would be walking home from school down in Stewart County. And I'd go to home now. Wilma, where you at? Get going and your husband. Yeah, these are the heritages from down on Stewart County. Raymond's wife, Raymond's wife, there's on one of them. These heritages, I knew them when I was a teenager. So, good for them to tell about how it happened. So I'm going to ask Rick, off the thing.
Holy Father, we thank you for your care and for your love and for your blessing. We thank you for this family and for this opportunity to get together. Please be what one another wants to be. Thank you for all of our many blessings. Thank you for the Harris family. Thank you for this food now. Bless it to us, nourishing our bodies. Give us the mercy.
Okay, you just line up and
Faye Meadows.
tell us what you get now.
34.
Ready to eat too much?
Scott Sanders. Scott Sanders. Okay. One of price
I wouldn't tell like that. I'm busy somewhere in our
Marvin Potter.
This address on me in this drive. I just made it all up. 21,
Evan
that's me.
Harris. And Durward and Johnson.
What good is go find the spot?
I'm Jean Barnes.
No. I said digit. I think it'll be number. A digit can be what is it? Makes that scratch ticket. I'll say it is number.
Clara Harris. Angie Sanders.
3224. Three, two, two, four. You know. Look for 3224. You
I'll see that.
find it twice.
I'll see that twice.
Yeah, that's it.
Georgie Harris.
Code 4.
That's my bank number.
Dina Jackson.
It's the number. If I just have a number roll, that's the word. I just made that up. You just put your phone number on TV though. They have. Hey, Ray, hey, Ray, see, you just told her what it was.
Okay, Murray, Dirty Paris. Basil Paris. Here.
And the way I would do then when you stop, I just had to
Uh-huh.
Don't miss chomping gum. And that'll be on there, won't it?
Yeah.
We're shutting now.
I wish y'all would repeat the dialogue you had this morning.
Formerly Joe Beasley's house.
Well, what's the real old house over there?
That's where Uncle Baxter.
Where, on the right or left?
Way
Can
over
you
here
see
on-
that? Say,
Through the trees over yonder.
stop right in, right
Well,
here. You can kind of see it.
See the roof out there?
Yeah.
And Uncle Baxter lived there. He married the Beasley's daughter.
Uh-huh.
And when Miss Beasley was living, Aunt Vine and her just get out there in the yard and holler at one another, have a conversation.
That would be our mother.
But he had also had a store here and a grist mill. Had the store in his house. Just had one room in his house.
But here's an old barn. Is that
The
the,
Beasley's old barn. He used to have
Mr. Beasley's old barn who had pigeons more than anybody, huh?
across the creek from them. But I wasn't in between there anytime. I mean, when I was growing up. I don't know whether the old house is still over there or not. Uncle Zetta's house, I think, is probably a little bit further down.
where's the creek?
Well, the creek's right there.
Is this on the left or the right you're talking about?
Right there, Uncle Zetta's house is right in there somewhere.
Right on in there.
Now this house you can see to the right, you can see it's one of those between now.
This is the creek in front of Uncle Zetta's house.
But I don't see any sign of an old house. But that's where Edwards,
Yeah,
Uncle
I
Melvin.
remember that.
Uncle Melvin built that house.
Right here? We can see it?
The one you're going to be able to see in a minute.
Well, I don't know if you get close.
Well, I saw it through the bushes here.
But this road right here goes down to it now.
There was one little open place right back there. You should notice that little lane. Maybe right here on the bridge you can see it. Yes, Edwards, E-D-W-A-R-D-S, Edwards.
You might can see it.
One of those, the trees that grown up down there.
Mr. Who?
Wash Arrington.
That's, we used to go down to their house when we married. She was a real good friend of his grandmother's.
Daddy, what'd you...
I tell you, Glen Arrington.
Oh,
that
look
camp-
at the old-fashioned roses there.
What?
Glen Arrington, just then.
Glen and, oh yeah.
Daddy, you said the hollow that you lived in was called what?
We call it Crawford Holler. These down here, they call it Harris Holler, Harris Road now.
But it was Crawford.
Crawford.
Why don't we...
This is where your daddy's orchard was when he was growing up, this is.
Why don't we stop here and let me get out and take pictures of this?
There's a truck behind me.
Can I get out now?
Well, I don't know if it's over in front of the house.
What do you think she said?
No. I don't know. Do you need to get out?
I think I could make it prettier. Well, this is a creek where I used to play, and over here is the barn. And standing on the Harris Road, looking at where the outhouse was torn down and the lane that would take you to that walkway, I guess, where the cows were, where I'd find rocks and walk along. And then the orchard over here. And the old shed back there. I don't know if I ever went in it or not. And the spring back there where you get your water. We've got the tin roof still on the house. And it really looks good. The blacksmith shop? Is that where you used to work? The what?
That's the spring where we always got water. Water runs out of real wet weather. Water running under the ground there.
Oh.
Somebody got a watermelon in there too.
Now that is really a picture. A bull tongue plow.
See, that's the old barn. And that crib where we kept the corn over in that other deal.
And did you keep horses? There was a fence. There was an old wood fence around here.
Well, we had a rail fence around here most of the time for horses.
And cows? I thought that grandmother let me feed a lamb on the porch of the house. Once a little baby lamb with a bottle. And what did you call that? There is a lane that went all the way around back there. And there's a tree with everybody's initials carved on it at the end of that.
I don't remember. Just a lane that went up to the pasture. I don't know if it had a name.
I guess they tore the fence down.
Oh, yeah.
I remember we had the gate on it, and you'd unlock the gate and everybody'd park their car in the field for Christmas Day. Looks like the barn's about on its last leg.
Yeah.
And there's that Wilma's house next to it?
Wilma is.
Uh-huh. Well, that's nice that she's close to Marcy. Anything else we need to say here?
No, I don't know anything else.
Okay.
Now, Missy, there's a house right up here at your Uncle Donald had built. That's where they started.
There's the old garage right there.
Oh, really?
That's the what? That's the...
We built for a garage. Murray built it.
Uh-huh.
You got it?
Yeah.
Okay.
Pretty big place.
And then, isn't that the hillside back there we used to pick the blackberries with
Yeah.
Uncle Bill and Miss Mildred?
Well, yeah.
Now, this house right here where this died, and then they moved with grandmother.
This is the house that Uncle Donald built.
Yeah. This right here.
Uh-huh.
And that's where Jerry and Mike, I guess, was born.
I don't know how many of them.
I think it was. And, but your grandmother had come up here to bring, whose birthday was it? Jerry's birthday. And she had come to bring him some cookies for his birthday. And when she got back home, your grandfather had died.
Oh, really?
She walked in and found him.
Oh, when it's Steve's birthday. Remember when it's Steve's birthday that everybody keeps dying on?
whichever one it was.
Now is
And
this
the fox bit your grandmother right along there, so.
on the right?
Yeah.
Somewhere? Wow.
They had some tomatoes there, and she come up to pick some, and she looked up and saw it. And she said, "Oh no, go away, go away, go away." But it just come right on up to get her there.
So did it have rabies?
Well, I don't know. I don't remember that part. But she had to take it.
I don't know if they ever found out.
Well, they may not have ever found the fox. I don't believe they did. Seemed like they hunted it and never did find it. So they said they give it a shot.
And you think that's Mike's trailer here?
I bet, and Steve is up on this hill right there. That's the
On the right?
Yeah.
Whose house is this here on the left?
That's where Andy Petty lives. He's dead now, Andy Leonard.
And this was a petty too, and that is,
Miss Petty's barn.
Or
look at the peach tree.
Barney. There's a little house right up there somewhere.
Right in here, I believe. Is that about that?
Now did the hair?
She ended there. Back on the other side, it goes way on back.
So it ended where Mike's trailer was back there and
The road is concerned.
then went on back.
Now
Big
you're on,
tag over and then it goes way on back.
now you're on the first now.
On the right or left?
Right.
Uncle Furby.
Papa's youngest brother.
Papa's younger brother. Okay.
And then this will be,
His waving back there.
huh?
Somebody back there in the car throwing up their hands. I don't know.
Now that's their house. It's been redone. But that's where they live.
It's sticky back there.
Oh, you're on camera.
You're on.
You lost?
It's the Harris Road back there we were on. And the street sign's gone.
That was Murray and Bertie's house. And when the interstate come through, they had to sell it.
They moved. It was right in the middle of this interstate. They moved it over here on.
Huh. And what's happening to it now?
Well, it's been a service station. I don't know what's in it now.
Huh. Okay. There is the service station Uncle Donald worked in where he
You can see
died,
the
yeah.
That's it.
Yeah, it's a shut-up service station now. Well, it's Chin Chin, and here's Mother in the kitchen, and she's preparing some tea to go with the evening meal, and she doesn't know she's being recorded until just now. And here we have the kitchen and Mother's new curtains that they got about 6 months ago. And the pictures of Mom and Dad and me. And Mildred painted the one of me. And Mom, who did the ones of you and Dad above the refrigerator?
Yeah.
Who did those?
Mildred did you. And I forgot who did those two. Somebody gave them to me at work.
Okay. And all the cabinets Dad's built. And the mouse that Dad's old work group gave them for Christmas this year. And above the doorway, another Mom, Dad, and Missy set that I guess Aunt Jewel made. And then here are some of the nice things Mother made. What do you call those, Mom?
Just
Embroidered. And the pie staves Dad made a couple years ago. And the Union Station picture out here that Uncle Bill had framed and I guess gave to Mom and Dad. Is that right?
Yeah.
And the new curtains out here look lovely. And Dad put doors on the cabinets out here recently, and this has been the Mildred collection of some of her china painted items up here in the shelves. And the lamp that Dad built the lamp holder for right here. And I guess that's about all in the kitchen. Can you think of anything else, Mom?
That's something.
Hmm?
No, I guess that's all.
The table.
The table in the church pew or something. I didn't even look in it.
Where'd the table come from?
Look at one of Brother Bowles, down there.
Was one of Brother Bowles' dining room tables, one of the great Nashville preachers, and of course the church pew from the old Waverly Belmont Church. Over here we have Mother's lovely plate collection, the last as she said that she will buy, showing all the cute little kids and the cute dogs. And some of Dad's glassware from the state dinners he would go to. This is where Honey sits and about goes crazy trying to attack the birds as they come out there and eat Mother's raisins. And Mother eating a graham cracker. Now outside we've got the Lefflers porch and the back deck Dad built, and the little picnic table he built, and the electric, or whatever you call it, gas grill. And the little artifact here hanging in the window I brought back from Sacramento, made from the copper of the Sacramento Capitol dome. Some of the things that Uncle Bill made Mom and Dad over here on the wall. The hummingbird mat I gave him for Christmas. It came from that place in North Carolina that I go with the people from work, and there's good old Honey watching what's going on here. And then some of Mother's, let's see, we got a coffee grinder and the cake holder and the little books. The little books were made by the man and his wife who took Dad's place when he retired from the War Records Department. And Mother's china serving dishes. And then if you open the pie safe up, you've got all the wonderful glassware and the white dishes I gave them for Christmas one year. And here's Mother frantically cleaning up her room as I come in to catch her in the actual act. And we have the lovely, lovely cherry furniture custom built for Mom and Dad by the Davis Cabinet Company. And the lovely lamps on Mother's dresser here, and it was my fault that we had the beautiful lampshades replaced with these kind of little squatty things. And over here we have the beautiful wreath. Come back, Mom, tell me about some of your favorite things in here. That's a beautiful wreath that I gave Mom for Christmas a couple years ago, made by Ashlyn whomever in Atlanta, and some of the Nashville historic sites that Mother has on the wall over here, on the lovely wallpaper that they put up. About how long ago did you put the wallpaper up, Mom?
About
3 or 4 years ago? 85. And we have the lovely, what do you call it, end table here.
I think that's called a Lear-based table.
A what?
A Lear-based table.
A Lear-based table.
See? Like the musical thing.
Like the musical Lear, exactly. And how Mother's done her windows now that keeps out the heat with the little shutters. And then we have the family corner over here with me at the top left, and then I wonder what this E flashing in the camera is all about. Hope these turn out. That's Aunt Sister and my mother, grandmother, and grandfather here. Let's get a close-up of that. Okay, and then over here we have some other pictures, and here is Mama in the bonnet, right?
Yeah.
Mom's in the bonnet, and Dad is when Grandmother kind of told Mother that he didn't look like a girl after Mother called him that. Mom and Dad there. And some cute other little artifacts here. And the other table. And as we're turning around getting dizzy, we have the beautiful, what is this called? A chest of drawers? The chest of drawers with the teddy bears on it in the corner. Again, built by Davis Cabinet Company.
That's Uncle Bill's sister.
Uncle Bill's sister, Lillian.
They did.
Uh-huh. When you went up to visit, huh? And then here is a lovely trunk that Dad made. And where'd the trunk come from, Mama?
It's my dad.
It's Mom's dad's. And Daddy redid it. Looks just lovely. Okay, Mother wanted to call attention to the lovely handkerchiefs that were given to her while she was working that Dad and I framed for her probably last year for Mother's Day or something. And they look very lovely. And that's this little booger right here. And Mom, you said that you got it from where?
Miss Jordan gave it to me when I worked.
Miss Jordan.
And then a friend in Syracuse, New York, hand painted that.
Who's that? Goldie?
Uh-huh.
Uh-huh. And then who did this cute thing up on the wall over here? Over here, this little thing that I like. This little bowl thing.
Oh, I don't know. It's a Miss Patterson. Hand painted it. Someone that worked with the telephone company gave it to me. When I worked at Loveland.
Someone from the telephone company gave it to you when you worked for Loveland. Okay. This is Mom's room as she scurries out. Here we are in the hallway and a lovely picture of me coming up on the left. Into the bathroom we're going. New rugs Mother bought at Christmas. The lovely new, whatever you call this thing that holds the sink that Dad built, and medicine cabinet here. Dad, did you build the medicine cabinet? Yeah. Dad built the medicine cabinet. And whatever you call this thing over the toilet too. He built that one. So that's the bathroom. If y'all would come with me, it'd make it more interesting to comment on some things. Dad? These two walking canes.
One of them cousin made for me, and the other is one I bought Mama used.
That your mama used?
Uh-huh.
And which cousin?
Jennings Wood.
Who?
Jennings Wood.
Jennings Wood. And this is a picture of your family. And when was it taken?
Right after World War II.
After World War II. And then this is, where did this piece of furniture, what is this called, Daddy?
Dresser.
A dresser?
We bought it from Wayne, from somebody's house in Dixon. I don't remember his name.
And how about that jewelry box there from Grandmother?
Yeah. Somebody bought that while at the service and gave it to Mama. I don't know who bought it.
Oh.
I thought she bought it. But Jordan said somebody else bought it.
Wonder where they got it.
Where did this jewelry box come from?
One of your brothers got it in the Pacific, you know.
Then we got a little Hummel plate that we got in Atlanta when Mom and Dad came and visit, and that's my college picture here. And that is the Russian plate Mother got. And then Dad did this bed over. And when did you do it, Dad?
Well, I don't know. It's one Mom and Papa bought when they started keeping the house.
So that probably would have been about the 1920s or something?
Back about 1914, 15.
1914, 15, and you redid it. And that's one of the quilts your mom made, is that right?
I guess.
And this table, where did this little table come from?
Bought it from Wayne.
Bought it from Wayne. And about the phone, that's a new addition to the room.
It's just a wall phone that's been converted into, made a case for it.
Will it work? You got it working in here?
No, not hooked up.
There's the Leffler's garage, and then that nice little stretch piece of lace there that I just love. And then this was cherry. These other pieces are oak, aren't they?
Yeah.
It's the cherry piece that you got it from Wayne too, right?
Mm-hmm.
And Dad's high school picture sitting on top of it. Is it Chester drawers is what you call it?
Yeah.
And then another picture of Dad's family over here in the corner. Any particular occasion that was made on?
No, probably just wanted us all to get together and have a picture made. He gave us all one for Christmas one year.
Oh. And this is the picture that Mom liked. And I guess that's about it. Do you have any comments on the dressers or the wood or anything else?
No.
What about the chair here?
That one you were about Wayne too. I refinished all this stuff in here.
And then the table you made. And the little vase Mom got from Wayne. When did y'all do this wallpaper? Oh, and this picture came from? This is a picture you don't like.
That's a school on Thunders Creek. Way back when Mama was growing up, or grown, or somewhere along there.
Do we know anybody in it?
I think Mama did. With this hat on right here. And some of her brothers in it. There's one of them right there. One right there.
Uh-huh. And she's where? Grandmother's where?
I think that's her with the hat on there.
Oh, yeah.
And I don't know why the man with the shotgun's standing there.
Where is he? I can't see in this thing. Oh, I guess protecting them from wild animals or something.
Well, it's not all that bad.
And the Russian plate Mother bought. Anything else?
You done gone over all this once.
Okay. And so here we go into the dining room where we have a couple of Mildred's works. She did this one and then the kind of matching green thing over here. And then Dad built this washstand about when, Dad?
Probably 10 years ago or something.
10 years ago, and it's made from what?
Longer than that, I guess. I don't know how old it is.
It's got some lovely cups and saucers on it. The ones on the right, I think Mom got from New York somewhere. And then the ones on the left, Dick gave us. They were from Miss Hood and that little figurine in the center. And then the clock. Dad, tell us about the clock.
Well, that's the one I got when I was over in Germany. Sent it home.
It's just recently had some work done to it, so it should be in tip-top shape. And then over in the corner we have two other works that are on loan from the Mildred collection. And Mother's favorite white bowl that we went out yesterday to, I don't know what he'll do. Here is the buffet that Dad just finally put the last coat on. Tell us about the buffet, Dad.
Well, I made it.
Come over closer, can you, to the camera?
I made it back before Christmas out of some wood that Herbert gave me several years ago. And the weather got bad. I didn't get it finished up till right here last week.
And it's made of what kind of wood?
Cherry.
It's cherry wood. Mama, where does this little knick-knack sitting on the end come from?
Miss Uri.
Miss Uri? Oh, that's so pretty. And the white bowl came from who?
Mary Walker.
Mary Walker.
Latin teacher at Isaac Litton High School.
Latin teacher at Isaac Litton High School. And there's Mildred's place out through the windows, and the church in New Orleans that Uncle Bill painted. And over here we have the dining room table. And the lovely silver candlestick holders with the 2 figure rings, again from Mrs. Hood's collection that Dick gave to Mom and Dad. Crowning the center crowner piece of the room, or whatever I'm trying to say, is the lovely chandelier, which is about how old, Dad?
I don't have no idea.
I mean, how long have we had it in the house?
For a year, I guess, hasn't it?
And it's quite lovely. The only thing I wish is that we'd put the other one somewhere because it was pretty too, but they didn't like it. Any other comments on the chandelier, Dad?
No.
Okay. I think we've got the kitchen. Mother is now continuing to do something with the graham crackers, and I caught her in the act. And Dad will probably go back in the living room and sit down and watch a ball game. Ah, we haven't done the living room, I don't believe. That's right. Here we have the living room and the piano that was bought for me when I was in 2nd grade. Who'd y'all buy the piano from?
I don't know.
Mom, come in here with your graham. You can come in with your graham crackers. Hammond organ on 21st. Here's a lovely picture of me when I was probably about 5 years old. And I can remember that little purse was pretty nifty. This is another piece of furniture from the Davis Cabinet Company, isn't it, Mom?
No, it's from Bradford.
Oh, it's from Bradford Furniture. That has Mother's Christmas collection of all the Santas and things like that, and again 2 other items from the Mildred collection. And if you open the door, you'll see some more lovely items, including 3 famous pianists that I won for piano stuff, and the little log there again is from the Miss Hood collection, and the little tea set Mama got in New York City, I believe. Is that right?
Yeah.
And I bought that little corn feather thing from the Belmead Mansion, and then the beaver from Uncle Bill. The little dog sitting in the 2nd cubicle from the left was one of Dad's Christmas presents growing up. The egg on the left is from Chinatown in New York City. And where'd that pocket knife come from, Dad?
It's a pearl handle.
Pearl handled?
It's yours? Some of yours?
One of them is mine and one is yours, but I don't know which is which now.
And I don't know where they come from either, just...
I think that's one my mother had right there.
Oh.
She always liked the little man to keep her apple with.
And then this one, I think, came from Uncle Bill, that Santa. And then Mom's had these all along, I guess from the dime store. And then these, a lot of them came from Atlanta and from the Hotel Del Coronado out in San Diego. And that came from Dad's office group. And Miss Hall at church made that, and that was from Atlanta from me. And then Mildred made that little collection. And the seal and the good luck charm are from Alaska. And that little dog thing is from Chinatown. There's another knife over here, too. Do you see it, Dad?
Yeah, that's one I made when I was a boy.
Daddy made that one as a boy. Okay.
Now that picture of over there, Uncle Bill.
Okay, coming over the mantel, this is the Hermitage that Uncle Bill did. And we have the lovely candy holder that Dad gave Mother for a present one year. And the lovely figurines to the left and the gold candlesticks to the right. The wood mantelpiece that Dad recently has stripped. It used to be white as long as I can remember. And TV and VCR and 2 plates that Mother declared would definitely be the last. Picture of me over here. And then a lovely, whatever you call this thing in the corner. Is it a secretary or something? A desk? And where'd it come from? Came from Wayne's. And then the porch that Dad did such a great job in glassing in. And the couch. And the chair came from where, Mom?
We bought them. Bradford Furniture.
Chairs came from Bradford Furniture.
2 of them.
There are 2 of them. And here's the couch. I guess it came from Bradford too, right? Well, it came from somewhere, and It used to be maroon, beautiful maroon, and then they recovered it. Here's a lovely picture that my cousin Joe Harper brought back from the Korean War. It's I guess silk peacock. And the lamp we got Dad for birthday, and Dad's chair, etc. Mom, come in here and tell me about some of these knickknacks over here.
Well,
They're written on the bottom. You can even turn them upside down and see what we've written if you want.
this is present. What do you call it?
Irises,
Well, depression glass,
depression glass,
and it's an Irish pattern.
the iris pattern that came from Wayne's, right?
And this is Williamsburg. Come from near Williamsburg. It's a glass blown.
Can I turn this down, Daddy? It's a what? Hand blown?
Yeah.
Uh-huh.
And this is black onyx. It come from Wayne's.
Uh-huh.
And if you really want to see how pretty and that it's real black onyx, you look at, yeah, that's right, through at the sun, and you see a lot of beautiful colors in it.
Uh-huh.
And this was given to me when I worked at Loveland by
I think it's on the bottom, maybe.
Mrs. James A. Allen.
Uh-huh.
And this comes from Wayne. And Daddy knows more about it than I do. It comes from some old house in Dixon. And Martha Groom gave me this when I worked at Chester's.
And this is a little candy jar that came from Wayne's too, depression glass.
No, that's not depression
It's not
glass.
depression glass?
No, this is Fostoria, and it's a pattern Manhattan.
Okay. Let's open the door here and take a peek outside.
Look out there, a whole new world. Look, honey, a whole new world.
And so, Dad, when did you fix this out here? 10 years ago. Good grief. It's on the Woodville porch side. You've got the lovely wicker furniture here. And one of these days I want to get over to this shelf and this gorgeous stained glass window Daddy put up. Do you know anything about the stained glass window, Dad? Came out of the Waverly Belmont Church building. Been in the basement, hadn't been being used. Potato casserole's fine. So that's about all out here. As the extension cord is dragged. So here's the upstairs. And Dad's closet. And over there is the wash stand thing that Mildred gave him, and that table came from church, didn't it, Dad?
Yeah, I don't think it's necessary.
Okay.
Conversation on it up here.
And the cabinet with all the knickknacks. And that table came from where, Daddy?
That's what we did.
Where?
That was in my family.
Oh, it was?
Yeah. My mother had it.
Your what?
My mother used it. We kept her mess.
Well-
I bought it, but that's what we kept her mess.
I didn't know that.
No.
And then Dad made the cupboards, and then the wall of the Harrises, and then here more of the knickknacks. The thing Martha made on top. And then this little table, and then Daddy built this bookshelf years ago. All his books and collection, and me. $1 treadmill and sewing machine. A lamp that matches the one I have at my place. And the plants and the cabinets. And of course, Mom. And then, why don't you open the door, Mom?
Because there's nothing in that open thing. And please don't have shit in that.
Well, I can't really see in there. We got about everything in there. Christmas paper and sewing and honey and clean air machines. You name it, it's in there. Okay. And then Mom's got her little police radio over here that she listens to. It scares her to death. And her stereo system here that she listens to. Drawer bedroom suit. We gave, I think, to Uncle Donald and Aunt Wilma. And I used it when I first moved up here. And the other military pictures and things. And that little boy on the desk came from France, Belgium. And the bell came from where, Dad?
Where did the bell come from? It didn't, the bell, well, I got it wrong. The bell comes from Belgium. Where'd the boy come from?
The boy and the bell both came from Belgium. And I just love both of them. Brussels or Waterloo, not really sure. We have some of the things Mildred's made Dad, paper clip holders, etc. And didn't this picture come from Copeland Baker?
Oh, yeah.
Copeland Baker? And then those came from Atlanta. And the footstool that came from I forgot where. Dick. And another church pew from Waverly Belmont. And the owl that the Devaney sisters made. And here's the coffee table Mom's going to put back down in the living room. And where'd the coffee table come from?
They bought it, I don't know where.
They bought it somewhere. And then here is the couch. Wasn't that a 3-seater at one time?
Yep.
Embroidery work Mother's done. And the plants and miscellaneous sundry items. Some of my toys in the corner. Ow. And coming into my room, and you had the gorgeous canopy bed that Dad built when I was a little girl, and he restripped it recently. And the rug they bought down in Atlanta. And my baby dolls. And the beautiful wedding ring quilt that Mother made for me. And some of Uncle Bill's artwork and my high school senior picture. And some of the diplomas and certificates I had from college. And this chair has been redone a few times. It came from Castner Knights. And the trunk over here was redone by Dad, and it came from
Originally from Switzerland,
Switzerland.
and then we got it from
It's hood.
Then it came from Miss Hood. So you have two trunks from Miss Hood. And then the wedding ring quilt that the Devaney sisters made, and the state trophy, and the gorgeous new curtains Mom and Dad put up around Christmas of this year. And some of my corsages and shoes Dad brought back from Holland in the war. And some baseball and football memorabilia and basketball stuff. Now this dresser came from down home. That was your mom's?
Yeah.
And Dad's redone it. And it's made of what? Oak. Mildred made that. And I think B.I. gave me that pig, didn't she?
Yeah.
And there's Winnie the Pooh that Kip gave me years ago, my Raggedy Ann dolls, and my rocking chair. Where'd that rocking chair come from?
Santa Claus brought.
Oh, it's been a good one. And then Kevin, my cousin, gave me that Missy thing. And we've got the new bedspread to match the curtains. And this baby doll over here was like my first baby doll, and Mama renovated her. The other ones always were kind of maintained intact. And the Leffler's house.
This one and that one come from McClure.
Which two?
This one and that one.
The two little ones came from McClure's.
That's a Cedar Road.
And the one in the middle is Sears. And then we have the big closet over here that Dad hollowed out. with all kinds of National Geographics and possum coats and fur trimmed coats that I've outgrown that I hate to give away, and new pink leader box and this batik thing that Uncle Bill gave me. Mark Smith's all of his collectums from newspapers and prom dresses and Indian wardrobes and clothes of mine.
Well, there's a baby dress.
Pretty red baby dress
Ain't Jean made.
that Aunt Jean made, and then Mom made this pretty Indian one for me. I guess it was a 5th grade play at Lipscomb.
I think it was.
And that was my baccalaureate dress from high school. And I think that's about all. Oh, the memorabilia on the back of my closet.
Did you get this? Did you have it in Julie's wedding?
Julie's wedding, yeah, that was the things we carried. And I guess that's about it. It's a beautiful room. Blackie. Okie dokie, it's time for us to go to Atlanta.
Turn it off.
Okay.